Good morning. Welcome to WFMS. We're getting the news out to you. Franklin Middle School students and staff. Who has it better than us? Nobody. That's right. Good morning, everyone. Today is Friday. It is October 23rd, and today is the last day of the quarter. You do technically have one day left. Being October 23rd, B-Day students, you'll be Zooming with your teachers, making sure to go to their Canvas page. A-Day students, you're asynchronous today. You'll make sure you go to your teacher's Canvas pages and make sure we're checking in every day that way. All right, take a look at today's welcoming ritual. If you had to delete all but one app from your phone, all but one app, which would you pick to keep? Interesting question. How many apps do you have? There's people that have hundreds of apps. I used to have like 9 and now I have like 26. I usually use about 4 or 5 consistently. What one would I pick? That's a tough one. I think probably my MLB Trade Rumors app. Major League Baseball Trade Rumors. I check that. Enjoy baseball. It also has a link to football and basketball. That's the one I keep. All right, take a look here. This has been a great help. Students, you're stepping up. We're getting that attendance up. It truly does matter. And students, if you are in AP every day this week, including today, you're going to be entered in for a drawing. We'll draw for prizes. We've got bucket hats, pencils, pens, notepads, and much more. And I'm sure next week we'll draw that. We probably even draw it live right here on announcements. And we'll see who won. I know that if we can get you to these advisory period and Zooming right at the beginning of the day, it leads to fantastic attendance, fantastic engagement, and ultimately good grades. All right, hey, 6th grade, you've seen this. Today is Friday. We want you to go to each of your teachers' Canvas pages at these prescribed times. 7th grader, yep, it's Friday. We want you to go to your Canvas pages, teachers' Canvas pages at these prescribed times. And 8th graders, we want you to go to your teachers' Canvas pages at these prescribed times. All right, take a look here. Attention all 6th graders. If you have art first quarter, you will now have music second quarter. You will need to go to Mrs. Shaw's Canvas page. 6th graders that have music first quarter, you will now have art second quarter. You will need to go to Mrs. Huffman's Canvas page. So 6th grade only, you got a little schedule change here. If you're in art first quarter, now you have music. If you had music first quarter, now you have art. So please make sure you read this carefully, 6th grade students in art and music. I'm going to leave that one up here for just a second longer. 6th grade students, art and music. Please pay attention to this slide. It will determine the Canvas pages that you'll go to second quarter, and that's on Monday. That's the first day of the second quarter is on Monday. Okay, we want to give a shout out. Mrs. Maida would love to get a shout out to her second hour B group. Great discussions this week and last. The chat box was on fire. And I would love to know what they're reading. I know they're reading different books. I know lots of her classes picked up those books. Wonderful job. And it's good to hear that there's great conversations going on around that literature. All right, wonderful shout out. Okay, here we go. We've got the reading map done. And Monday, this upcoming Monday, October 26th, you're going to be taking map math. And we want to talk a little bit about this. We've already gone through this asynchronously last Monday. So this upcoming Monday, you're going to take map math. Listen up, folks. Questions are not all the same for each student. They're in a different order. You cannot skip the questions. Each question must be answered before you can go on to the next one. And you cannot go back to a previously answered question. So the way map works is you answer this one and it gives you one that's a little bit harder. You answer that one right, it gives you one that's a little bit harder. If you miss that one, it kind of gets you right in that same spot. It helps us know what level you're at. Students will be taking this asynchronously. No other classes will meet or have assigned work on that MAP testing date, just like this Monday, the 19th. So the 26th, this upcoming Monday, you're going to go to your math teacher's Canvas page. More on MAP. If you work too fast and don't read the questions, it'll take you longer to finish, and the test will notify your teacher that you're simply guessing without reading. Okay, it's an algorithm. It tells us that you're just flipping through and going as fast as you can. And that doesn't tell you anything, and it doesn't tell us anything about where you're at. Regarding the calculator, a button will appear if you get to use the calculator. If a question does not show a calculator, you have to use your mental math, scratch paper, and work through that problem. You may not use any type of calculator unless you see that tool on your screen. Remember, you cannot get all the questions correct, and that's okay. This is how MAP determines where you're at. Some questions are easy and others are hard. What we want you to do, and we want to stress this, is just do your best. And usually the MAP test has between 50 and 55 questions. It's an untimed test, but we want you to put your nose to the grindstone. We want you to do your very best and take it seriously, because then it tells you and your teacher where you're at. And that lets you know where you're at, but it lets your teachers know where you're strong and where you might need some assistance. So take your time and do your best. Remember that you must check in, again, your math teacher's Canvas page to get the session name and password on Monday morning. You write down the session name and password, you'll log out of your Chromebook, and follow the directions to access the NWEA Secure Testing app. If you have any questions or have any issues before the test, during the test, you email your math teacher, and then here's the learning. You have to wait. They have to read the email. They have to go in and fix the issue to get you logged back in. So don't walk away. What we recommend is that you wait 8 to 10 minutes. I know that seems like a long time, but this is the priority for this day. So please send your teacher an email. Let them know that you've gotten kicked off, something's going on. Your math teacher an email. And I promise you they'll get it fixed as soon as possible. Don't walk away, don't give up. Hang in there. You gotta be patient. Lastly, if you're having problems with your resolution, okay, it'll say screen resolution. What is the screen resolution? It's the measure of the amount of pixels the screen can display. If you're having that issue, you're going to hit Control-Shift-0 all at the same time. Control-Shift-0. So you'll get a message telling you need to do that. If you took the MAP last week, or pardon me, Monday, you'll know that and hopefully have fixed that. So if you have a resolution issue, it's Control-Shift-0. Okay. All right, moving on. We've talked a little bit about this, tried to pump it up a little bit yesterday. We got lots of time. Your writing teachers are going to be talking to you about this, no doubt. It's going to be an essay contest. It's put on by the Ministerial Alliance of Springfield. All right. And it's going to kind of go right around Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. and using one of his sermons, I've been to the mountaintop. So your teachers will reach out to you about this. The due date on this is November 20th. So we've got a lot of time. We've got about a month. And your teachers will be talking to you about this. Cash prizes. And we've had students from Franklin Middle School just last year, and even from the high school, we had winners in that too. First place, $400. Second place, $300. Third place, $200. And those essays must be 500 to 600 words. I know that seems like a lot, but with a good prompt, a fantastic prompt like you'll get, those words will come pouring out, I am sure. All right. Got some shout outs. These have been coming in. Students want to let you know to be patient on those shout outs. we've got them coming in, and you guys are sending them in, and we're doing like 3 or 4 or 5 a day. Hey, Mayhair wants to give a shout out to Mrs. West. Miss West is a great teacher. At first, I did not want anything to do with history, but now because of her, history has become one of my favorite subjects. She has an amazing teaching style and is an awesome teacher overall. That's Mayhair. Those are such kind words. Thank you, Mayhair. All right, we've got a shout out to Mrs. Berberette. She helps me when I need it the most. Thank you, Mrs. Berberette, for everything. That's coming from Lakaya. All right, Mrs. Nesbitt getting in on the action here. This team of teachers are all rock stars. They're all willing to do anything for anyone, and I love working with them every day. That's Mrs. Nesbitt giving a shout out to her 6th grade teammates. We love hearing that, love seeing that. We've got a shout out to Mrs. Nesbitt. This one's from Janiyah. I love my AP teacher because she never fails to put a smile on my face. Oh, that's so nice to hear. And we've got one to Mr. Keys from William M. Mr. Keys is one of the nicest people I've ever met. And even though we see each other through a screen, he has helped me so much. I really want to be back in school to learn more, says William M. All right, those are nice. Students, you can find that shout out button, that shout out blurb on the FMS webpage. Easy to find. All right, hey, are you interested in sports? Well, you're going to see all of our sports, if there's tryouts or any activities or clubs, anything that we have going on, that's going to be on these morning announcements. That's why it's important to get up, get to advisory period, and watch them. But for sports, we'll be having boys and girls basketball, track, and girls volleyball. And we are trying to get some information from you. There's a button. It's in this bottom left-hand corner here, Falcons Athletic Activity Schedules. And here's what it takes to participate in boys and girls basketball, boys and girls track, and girls volleyball. First of all, good attendance. That's good Zoom attendance, good asynchronous attendance, good in-person attendance, good attendance. No Fs. A 2.0 GPA, that's a C average or better. You have to have a ride to and from practices and games. Have that good practice of being on time. You've got to wear that mask at all times. Have a water bottle, fill up with water, and have an up-to-date physical and immunizations. So we'll get that information out. Students, I know you've been emailing me. I've been emailing you back. If you're interested in clubs, teams, organizations, sports, anything that we do will be funneled through our announcements. But if you're interested, click on that button. That gives us an idea who is interested in what. This is also a time to tell you about those criteria, the grades, the attendance, all that good stuff. It's got to be in order. All right, moving on. All right, FMS Student of the Month. This is Mrs. Prankwinkle Student of the Month, Gwen. All right. Hey, we've got Miss Reynolds. This is her FMS Student of the Month. She is with Brian. All right. Who do we have here? Miss Becker Student of the Month is Kashan. All right. Who do we have here? We've got Miss Chiquino. This is her Student of the Month, Jane. And finally, on to the Scholastic Bowl question of the month. That is not a Student of the Month. This is another alter ego superhero question. What superhero is associated with the alter ego of David Banner? Ooh, David Banner. That's the old school David Banner. Think you know the answer? It's coming up soon. All right, and on the word of the day, it looks like we've gone into the words that start with the letter E. Ember. A hot, smoldering fragment of wood left from a fire, an ember. Now let's look at our sentence that they give us. Every hot spot is an ember that, if not contained, can become a new fire, Obama said. All right, that's not too bad. It's not too bad of a sentence. Ember, so it's those glowy red pieces of wood at the bottom of a bonfire. It's kind of glowing, hot, and smoldering. It's a small little piece. Might be in a fireplace, ember. Ember and the word glowing and red and hot, all connected. All right, moving on. Brain teaser of the day. This is just a math problem. I don't know if this is even a brain teaser. They're sneaking math in on us, but I like it. All right, what is the value of 4 divided by 2/3 minus 5? 4 divided by 2/3 minus 5. This one's going to take some scratch paper, folks. If you can solve this one without scratch paper, more power to you. Love it. All right, answer will come up soon. On to the joke and bad puns. Oh, 31 Nights of Halloween, late night. Ha ha ha. Why are skeletons always so calm? Because nothing gets under their skin. Okay. I would rate that one probably a 2.6 on the least funniest joke I've ever heard. Moving on. All right, this day in history, 1746, Princeton University in New Jersey received its charter. I believe that means when a university or school is official and opened up. 1746. That institution has been open a long time. Didn't realize it was that long. Like it, learned something. All right, we've got some birthdays. It looks like we've got a lot of birthdays. So here we go. Happy birthday, Sanea Carter. Happy birthday tomorrow. These are Saturday birthdays to Maya Jones. Happy birthday, Antonia Sosmina. Sunday birthdays are Sarah Assad, Kira Campbell, Noah Furry, Passion Harris, Beatrice Reynolds, Ashton Woods, and I got the Monday birthdays here, Herbert Blackmon, Yasmina Kandiji, Anna Wright, and Natalie Warren. Happy birthday from us to all of you. That was a lot of birthdays, end of October. Let's take a look. We're coming off a beautiful Thursday. What does the weekend look like? Got a little rain today, high of 56. And then look at those temperatures. Those are fall temperatures in Illinois. We got 52 on Saturday, 51 on Sunday, 46 on Monday. It's getting cold. It's getting dark. It's getting chilly. And at night, it's getting downright cold. But that's October here in Illinois. And we'll take it because there's nothing we can do about it. All right. Take a look here. Scholastic Bowl answer, David Banner is the Incredible Hulk. Oh, if you've seen that, the original, it was beautiful. It was a great show. You'd like that. There's been lots of different iterations of the Incredible Hulk, but that original was really good. Kind of funny to look back at now. And the brain teaser answer was just a math problem. That's okay. The math brain teaser, the answer was 1. Okay, and as we prepare for a productive day, let us observe a moment of silence. Now let us rise for the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Okay. One last reminder, don't forget, Math Map testing is going to be Monday, October 26th. You'll go to your Math Teacher's Canvas page for that information at 8 a.m. Get in there a little bit early. Take a look, check it out. But you'll get your session and password. I wanted to show that right here at the end. I think I skipped that one. Let's go back to it. That's where you'll put your session name and password, and you'll find that on your Math Teacher's Canvas page. Okay? And then you'll plug it in there. Plug it in there. And again, if you need help, you'll email your math teacher. All right, Franklin Middle School staff and students, I want you to have a great weekend, a fantastic Friday, and remember, it's all about choices. Read, write, and respond at Franklin Middle School. It's our focus.